Hey everybody, so I thought that I would do one mega video, one giant video to show you all of my hybrid product play projects that I did. I am up to four projects that I absolutely love. I am having a blast with this class and trying to dig deeper to tell different stories. So if this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Sabrina. I am always making something, always have a project going, and I am on a few design teams, including Coco Daisy, Scrap and Happy Studio, Tracy Reed Designs, and I also just launched my first class through Big Picture Classes. So for these projects, this one I did the Currently, and I pretty much modeled Ali Edwards' formula for it. So you're gonna see this one come to life. This one, just about home learning right now. This one, absolutely love how this came together, my laminated pocket, and then my tabs to talk about different stories. And this one inspired by Lisa Freckle Pickle, and I documented my daughter and kept it very simple. I just followed exactly what Lisa said, and I was able to create it. So you are gonna see all four of these projects come to life, and I am super excited for you to watch this, and I hope I maybe inspire you to get some more stories told or to try some hybrid techniques. If you have any questions, just let me know. Leave a question in the comments. All right, I'm gonna get started and show you guys the process videos for each of these. These are all the digital pieces that I have started with to make this first hybrid product play project. And it is probably the simplest, I would say. And I followed Ali Edwards' design, pretty much the same, similar, just scrap lifted it. So I'm taking this Life Right Now and I'm gonna fussy cut it, and I would put it on some of the cardboard, chipboard, but it would be too complicated to try to cut that out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop dot it, and that will be good enough. I also took some stars from the digital kit and I fussy cut them, and I will be using those as well. Well, no, I take that back. I don't know if I'm gonna use those because I think I find in my stash, I find some white acrylic stars that I liked better. I'm gonna take this Currently piece, put it on some chipboard, cut it out, and then I will put it above the photo of my kids. These were taken mostly in March. This is what we did every day to just get outside and do something. And so, but the streets are empty. You can see that they're empty. This is right by a school. So the kids were able to there's my chipboard, looks so good. One of my favorite techniques. If you've been around here, you know that. But anyways, my kids were basically recreating Abbey Road from the Beatles, which is one of our favorite artists to listen to. I decided to take this paper, this yellow paper, and put it underneath the Life Right Now to kind of ground the Life Right Now, and also to coordinate and pull together some of the yellow from the big piece on the left. And I am pop dotting finally, and then I'm gonna glue on some acrylic stars. I did decide to use that one red star, and then I'm just gonna use some of the acrylic stars that I found in my stash, and this one is pretty much done. I matted that star on chipboard, and I think I just took that out of the process. But I'm gonna use some tacky glue for the acrylic stars, put those down, and then this one will be all done, and it just documents our walks and how it kept us going in the early days of being stuck at home under the stay-at-home order. Okay, moving on to the next project that Ali Edwards had, which was to take a journaling card. This is a whole new story, and use that to make the background basically. And you just put the card down, and then you turn the whole canvas black. And then she also showed you how to make tags. I cannot make tags in my particular Photoshop elements. So what I did is I found a December Daily digital tag, took that, shrunk it down so that way I could fit. And the topic is distance learning. Becoming a teacher to my kids, along with everything else that I juggle, was quite an adjustment, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. So it took a while to get used to, but eventually I'm not going to say new normal, but we just got used to what we had to deal with. So this is just a collection of photos from early April, and basically just Zoom calls, trying out science experiments, Minecraft drawings, and my son figuring out a Rubik's Cube, and just little pieces of our life then that kind of capture what the kids were up to as far as distance learning. And so with that tag, I was able to copy Ellie Edwards' design of two rows of tags on the left and 3 on the right. I just put down one that says Life Right Now. That's just a repeated digital stamp, and I did that over on the left-hand side with the Stories tag that you can see. And then my kids we put together a bird bath garden area, and I took their photo, and for that one I used a journaling card and clipped that to the tag shape so that way I could put the kids' photo in it. So now I am going to use some stamps on the 2 extra tags to give me journaling prompts, basically. And I went through my chipboard stash and I added a bunch of chipboard pieces to the tags. I believe this journaling prompt is right now, or the days look like this. I thought that would be perfect. And then I have the story of right now, I believe. Right now. I cut it off so that way I could just have right now. So, and then I will just write about what we were going through at this time. Man, I'm so glad that we are not doing distance learning. I think that's the hardest part of staying at home, is trying to juggle all of what's going on and distance learning. So what I'm doing here is I'm just looking at my layout to make sure I actually like the chipboard, and then I'm going to put the chipboard down. So loved using up some chipboard pieces. It wasn't a lot, but it was still some, and some is better than none. So I have Life Goes On, Making the Most of It, Home Sweet Home, and then I forget what the yellow one says, but I'm going to add those on. And then I decided to put something on the little dot for the tags. I think I'm going to get out some Ellie Studio wood veneer because that matched the holes the best. So I picked circles and stars, and I'm going to go ahead and glue those on in just a random order, no particular order. So stars and circles, and then I will be wrapping up this page. I know, I keep saying it, but this is definitely a favorite page, and taking this class in April definitely kept me going and gave me creative ideas to document what was going on right now. And just the lessons with the different assignments and topics gave me something to do creatively, which I needed at the time. Adding in some word strips on the photos. I think this is just a Tim Holtz pack of stickers, and then I am going to be done with this project and I'm going to move on to the next one that was inspired by Lisa. I cannot remember Lisa's last name, but she's Freckle Pickle. I always want to say Lisa Pickle, but that's so silly. So that's not her last name. So this one was inspired by Lisa and her documenting her daughter, and I think she did a 12 by 12 page, but I wanted to do mine 8.5 by 11 in case I ever do more pages of my daughter. 8.5 by 11 is the most convenient size. So what I did is I created, I think these are 2 by 6 a mask in Photoshop Elements, and then I was able to clip in all these photos, and I followed Lisa's suggestion of making some of them black and white. I think that's what she did, but I don't know. She said that before, where you make everything black and white, so that way you don't have to worry about the photos competing with each other. So I just picked some photos of my daughter during this time, April, and I just did I staggered them on the bottom with the length, and I'm just having trouble getting them to line up. I think I'm going to pull out my ruler. Yep, pulled out my ruler so that way I can line them up. And then I also followed Lisa's suggestion of using the numbers, but this product play does not have the number 6, 7, 8, 9. So I made my own 6 with a week in the life kit, and it worked. You can't really tell the difference between the two fonts. You can if you look closely, but it doesn't matter in the end. And then I just added some stories about my daughter, and then I'm just going to add in a few embellishments and call it done. But I really, really loved making this page and documenting little stories of my daughter, and like I said in the previous project, just having the lessons, and it gave me something to do every day when every day was like climbing a mountain because you had to stay home. There was nothing to do, and it's hard. It's hard to juggle all the stuff that's going on or was going on. There's still a lot going on, but this is why scrapbooking is so awesome. It gives me a creative outlet that I need. So I am also copying Lisa with my title, Wholehearted Love for You, and I believe I'm just going to pop dot it right there, and I'm trying to figure out what embellishments I want to use, but I spent so much time trying to figure it out, and this is, again, where I need to remember, Heba says this, and I try to say this sometimes, simple is better than trying to fuss with this for minutes and minutes. So I think in the end, I just went with simple wood veneer hearts and pink puffy stickers, and that's it. Because I didn't have enough of the yellow felt, and I didn't feel like the felt yellow matched very well, so I just went with the puffy stickers, even though that yellow doesn't match as well either, but whatever, it will work. And I'm just going to put some down, and then this page will be nearly done. The Thankful for You, that pink obviously did not match, so it had to go. It was going to drive me crazy if I included that pink along with the title pink. It would, and it also felt like that pink pulled away from the title, and I didn't want that. I'm going to use a wood veneer piece down at the bottom right corner, like a little banner piece, and then a bigger heart up at the top left, and then I will be done. Love capturing my daughter. Simple and done. Oh my goodness, you guys, this one was so much fun to make too. All these projects were so much fun to make. So this one was the one where Allie Edwards took some colored vellum and printed it out with the asterisk from the digital kit, and then she used her silhouette to cut them out. I don't have colored vellum, and I don't have a cutting machine. So what I did is I colored them in Photoshop Elements, printed it on vellum, and then fussy cut out the asterisks. It's a relatively simple enough shape that you can do that. So that is what I did, and I cut a million of them, and I'm going to follow the same design as Allie Edwards and just layer them in the 3 different spots with 3 different colors. And the bottom left one, I will just cut off the edges that I don't need. And right here you see that I'm layering yellow, blue, and green, and then I will cut off what I don't need. And then just like Allie Edwards, I will put a black, well, I'm going to put something, a black center, I think. She hole punched or used fabric or something. That's what I'm going to do, but I'm just going to use the digital paper. And this is, once again, going to be about stuff that I love in April, and I just love this. I also had the most brilliant idea. You see it right there? That is a laminated pocket with the asterisks, and I stapled it on the sides and then adhered it with some double-sided tape on the bottom, because Allie Edwards took hers and made almost like a shaker pocket with a sewing machine. I don't have a sewing machine, so I just came up with my own way to adapt it. So I just took the asterisks, cut them out, put them in the vellum pocket, and ta-da! Ran it through a laminator, and oh, I love it. I definitely need to do that technique again because that was so much fun. I just loved it. Pop dotted the stuff I love, and I'm going to lay down my center Yep, my center is just a scallop punch that I have, and then I will use that for my center of those two flowers. And then I will put in my stories as well. The stories that I have are just 6 different stories to document my life right now. I tried using a tab, and I'm not sure if the tab that I had worked, so I kind of like shrunk it down because I have one of those giant old punches that I could have used, but I needed to shrink it down a little. So I just documented Happy Mail, what show I'm watching with my kids, planting in the garden, books that I'm reading, and hilarious memes, and cuddling with my husband. So definitely all the things that were getting me through April. And now I am, again, spending too much time looking for word strips. I wanted them to all be the same type, but I didn't have enough, so I eventually just went with black and white, and that will be good enough, and then I can wrap up this project. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but these templates are 2x6, so there you go. All right, so all of my projects are done. You can see them all here that I laid them all out. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, and I had an absolute blast making them, and it really helped me get through the month of April. And I hope you guys enjoyed seeing me put together these projects and maybe give you some ideas when using digital pieces. So I would love a thumbs up or a subscribe if you are new to my channel. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.